Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go.
How do you feel about this? Pacquiao's got a fight.
Pacquiao Broner is coming up.
How do you feel about that Pacquiao Broner?
I gotta see Pacquiao Broner first. I think Broner's gonna upset him. I think so.
Really?
Yeah, I think Broner's gonna upset him.
And then do you think Broner? I mean, Broner's obviously he appears to be on the other side of it at this point. But do you think Broner Mayweather could be interesting if it actually happened?
I would watch it.
Too
I would watch it. Yeah.
Hey, it's the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Boxing or boxing. Now, man, you guys heard the little quick clip, man. My boy Oscar De La Hoya. I never thought he was a big AB fan, man. I never thought he was a big AB fan, but apparently he is. He thinks the AB can upset Manny Pacquiao. You know, he's one of the few people who actually, know what they're talking about when they talk about boxing. You know? And it's wild, man, because I always felt the same way, man. You know, when ADRIEN BRONER is an extremely dangerous fighter on his A game, he plays a lot, But you guys heard Oscar De La Hoya says, man, this ADRIEN BRONER might upset. He will upset him. He didn't even say he might. He said he will upset Pacquiao. He said, I believe Broner will upset Pacquiao. Broner is a phenomenal fighter. He's just too accomplished. Too talented for his own good. He's so good that I really personally think when he's beating all the top guys, he wasn't training that hard. In my opinion, he was partying a lot, or if he did, he trained a lot and he drank a lot. You know what I mean? And he was partying a lot. He was multitasking too much, and Broner, the only problem with him is he doesn't focus on one thing. And when you're fighting world champions and you're fighting, Hall of Fame fighters like Manny Pacquiao, you gotta be focused 100%. Oscar De La Hoya thinks that Broner is focused 100% in this fight and that he will beat Manny Pacquiao. So this is gonna be a really good fight, man. I always thought people were overlooking Broner. I think that's a bad idea. He was crazy. I was just watching Broner's highlights again. And, when he was a four-time world champion, he was the second youngest fighter to do that in history, when he became a four-time world champion. And granted, Broner skipped the weight class, so he was a three-time champion for a while. And then he dropped down at 140 to get that fourth title. So it was crazy stuff. Broner was going 100 miles an hour, man. He was just flying through the boxing industry like crazy. I mean, insane stuff. I mean, there's times where he lost. He was losing titles on a scale, but still going up and beating guys for titles. It was crazy stuff, unprecedented stuff for a young guy. Broner's actually a phenomenal fighter, man. So you guys have man, Oscar De La Hoya, why he has his biases and everything. He has to even admit that Broner's actually an incredibly good fighter. I mean, who hasn't tried to sign Broner at one point in time? I remember Eddie Hearn was trying to sign Broner for like a 3-fight deal. You know what I mean? And Broner put it on blast. Even Oscar De La Hoya tried to sign Broner at one point, and that didn't work out. Broner's actually a superstar, win, lose, or draw. He's just exciting for the sport of boxing. People just wish he takes boxing a little bit more seriously, and I think a lot of people think his arrogance led him to his L's. I don't think it's arrogance. I think it's just that he's just young and he wants to party and stuff like that. Once you get those millions, what's the point of having that money if you're not going to party? You know what I mean? If you're not going to spend it and have fun and be yourself, you know what I mean? I like ADRIEN Broner's character out there. I think he's a cool guy. You know what I mean? I just think that, like I said, once you get that money, he just wants to party and have fun. I basically think he accomplished the goals he wanted to do in boxing at this point. The money for fights is just money in the bag, you dig? So that's what Broner's at right now in his career. He's not really about the legacy at this point in his career. He's more about that bag. But I think in this Pacquiao fight, I think he actually does want that legacy, because if Broner were to fight anyone at welterweight, this is the one that will definitely, if he could manage to beat Pacquiao, this would be for legacy for sure. Of all fighters, historically, Pacquiao would be the one to give him that legacy, than any other fighter in the welterweight division, that's active right now. While Keith Thurman and Errol Spence are good and everything, they haven't done anything historic like Manny Pacquiao. One of the most the highest, or the guy with the most belts in history or something like that. In the most weight divisions or something like that. So it's crazy stuff. Manny Pacquiao's, he came down from like 115 or 105. I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but he came down from one of those extremely small weight classes, and it's just not precedented to come down so small and to come up so heavy. You know, so Manny Pacquiao is a legend, and you know, Broner's gonna want to make an example out of him. Oscar De La Hoya thinks he can do it. Former legend, fast fighter, elusive fighter, Mexico's finest. You know what I mean? So you know that's what Oscar De La Hoya thinks, man. I think he has a point. You know what I mean? Broner's already he's already a Hall of Fame fighter, whether people like it or not. Adrian Broner is already in the Hall of Fame just based off his feats earlier in his career. It's crazy, you know. But yeah, man. So let me know how you guys feel about Oscar De La Hoya's comments, man. You guys heard the audio clip, man. I'll link it in the description so you guys can watch the interview. It was I forgot what radio station it was, but I'll link it. You guys can watch it yourself. But let me know how you guys feel about it though. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geobox Empire. Peace.